In the last 3 lessons, you've learned about Avi Kwa Ame, its biodiversity, and its significance to humans. To learn more about Avi Kwa Ame, let's take a field trip to see it for ourselves. We will start our discussion here in the state of Nevada. Avi Kwa Ame is in the southwestern United States, a land of hot deserts where water is scarce. The most significant source of water in the southwest is the Colorado River. Beginning from a small lake in Colorado's Rocky Mountains, the mighty Colorado River carves through the southwest until it reaches Mexico's Gulf of California. Without the river and its water, people and animals would not be able to live here very easily. The state of Nevada lies within 2 deserts. To the north lies the Great Basin Desert, and to the south lies the Mojave Desert. The land of Avi Kwa Ame is here, in the Mojave Desert, right near the banks of the Colorado River. Avi Kwa Ame is shared within the traditional homelands of the Nuwuvi, Nuwuwu, and Pipa-Ahamakaw tribes. Evidence of their continued presence is well preserved in petroglyphs at Spirit Mountain and throughout stories shared within their communities. The desert is home to many unique plants and animals which live nowhere else on Earth. It is a land of extreme temperatures, reaching above 110 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer months and dropping to an average of 36 degrees Fahrenheit during the month of December. The Mojave is also the driest desert in all of North America. It averages only 4 inches of rainfall per year. This scarcity of water makes the Colorado River one of the most important life-sustaining features in the Mojave Desert. Avi Kwa Ame also has several land features that help make it an important habitat area for the diverse animals that call this place home. First, there are the mountains. These are areas of high elevation, dominated by juniper trees. They offer important habitat for desert bighorn sheep and many species of bats. Second are the areas between the mountains. These are the foothills, valleys, and open deserts. These lower elevations are dominated by creosote bushes, yucca plants, and Joshua trees, and they are a prime habitat for the desert tortoise, kangaroo rats, red-tailed hawks, snakes, and lizards. And third, Avi Kwa Ame serves as a corridor for animals traveling through and across the land as they seek food and shelter in the surrounding areas. Our first stop today is in the Southern Highland Range. It runs right down the middle of Avi Kwa Ame. It is an important habitat for one of the Mojave Desert's most celebrated inhabitants, the desert bighorn sheep. They can absorb much of their needed water directly from the plants that they eat, but they travel great distances to find fresh water as well. These desert inhabitants are frequently moving between the various mountain ranges that are in and around Avi Kwa Ame. This brings us now to our second stop, the Wee-Thump Joshua Tree Wilderness. It is nestled between the McCullough Range, Highland Range, and the New York Mountains. The land here is open desert, sitting between 4,000 and 5,000 feet of elevation, which makes it the perfect place for yucca plants, including a unique desert attraction, the Joshua tree. Some Joshua trees can grow to be over 30 feet tall, and they may be more than 900 years old. Maybe that's why the Nuwuvi called this area Wee-Thump, which means ancient ones in the Southern Paiute language. This brings us to our third and final stop, the El Dorado Newberry Mountains. They are a long mountain range which borders the Colorado River. Access to the river can only be gained by going around, over, or through these mountains. The El Dorado Mountains also contain locations of significant cultural relevance. Lying just outside of Avi Kwa Ame is Spirit Mountain Wilderness. It is a sacred place to indigenous nations who have called Avi Kwa Ame home for thousands of years. Several indigenous nations of the area view Spirit Mountain as the place of origin for their people. Today, the lands of Nevada have been altered significantly. A large percentage of the population here lives in southern Nevada in cities like Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder City, Searchlight, and the Fort Mojave Reservation. Large swaths of habitat for the desert bighorn sheep and desert tortoise have been fragmented by city growth, roads, OHV trails, and energy projects. Each of these disrupt animal migratory patterns and reduce habitat availability. Because of these risks for habitat loss, much of the mountainous areas around Avi Kwa Ame have been set aside and protected as wilderness areas, national monuments, and national recreation areas. Avi Kwa Ame becomes the land that connects all of these places together. Thank you for joining us on this grand adventure of Avi Kwa Ame. We hope that you have a better connection to the land here in southern Nevada. We hope that you can also see that Avi Kwa Ame is a special place because of its cultural relevance and its biodiversity. It is a critical habitat that connects lands within the Mojave Desert. Thank you for joining us today.